Okay, quick explainer on variance and why our outcomes can sometimes be a little bit deceiving. Let's focus on show jumping. I want you to imagine that you do 10 competitions in a year. Okay, the average clear rate is about 30%, depends on which level of competition you're in, but it's around 30%. Want to imagine that because of your training, the one thing that you can influence is your chance of jumping clear. You can't guarantee yourself a clear round. No one can do that. You can't guarantee any outcome. All you can do is work on your chance and increase your probability of jumping clear. So I want you to imagine that you've got that to 50%. That's a useful number because you can now simulate that. You can simulate your season by flipping a coin 10 times. Heads you jump clear, tails you don't. Go and do it on the kitchen table, at breakfast, lunch, dinner, whenever, sitting in the office, bored. Flip a coin 10 times, and you do that enough times, you'll start to see you don't always get 5 heads, okay? So your underlying probability, which we know in this case is 50%, does not mean that you will get 5 clear rounds out of 10. Sometimes you will get 4 clear rounds out of 10. So 20%, you have a 20% chance of getting 4 clear rounds, you have a 20% chance of getting 6 clear rounds, flattering a little bit, 25% chance of getting 5 clear rounds. So most of the time you're gonna get 4, 5, or 6. But there's an 11% chance that you'll only flip 3 heads out of 10. Now, if that happens in reality in sport, you have a season where you only jump 3 clear rounds out of 10, you're going to think that you're a lot worse than you actually are. Okay, so your real probability is 50%, but there's a very real chance that you'll only jump 3 clear rounds. It could go the other way. You could jump 8 clear rounds. You think you're a lot better than you are. There's an 11% chance of that as well. 11% chance of jumping 7 clear rounds. There's a 5% chance of jumping 8 clear rounds. Okay, that would really flatter you. This is why you've got to be so careful when you set your objectives. It's why my system is all about focusing on your KPIs in training, your key performance indicators. I make those measurable so that they can be accountable. You can't manage, you can't improve unless you are measuring those things that matters, those input variables that really matter. So we design a lot of training exercises that give you a really good and much more accurate feel of where your performance actually is, so that you don't have one of those years when you think, wow, that season really didn't look good on paper. I really felt I was a lot better than that. Well, sometimes you are correct, but that is why your training is so important. That is variance. That is being aware of your outcomes, being wary of your outcomes, either flattering or deceiving your actual true levels of performance.